Hey guys, this is Game Reviews 2 here, and got a console review here, unlike a game review like my name would suggest, but it's the Atari 2600 VCS. It's released in 1977, which was like a heavy sixer model, which has had thicker sides and stuff. This is a light sixer, thinner sides and thinner plastic, but it functions the same. It's quite a large unit, as you can see, compared to my hand. Got a nice wood grain on the front. It's very 70s sort of style. I believe this one's dated 1982, so it's quite late for a 6 switch, but the condition's good, so I don't really care. It's got a cartridge port, which is quite a clever design with the cartridges. Here's a cartridge here, typical Atari manufactured cartridge. Has like a dust cover here, which is you can't push down, but there's like these little teeth here, as you see. And when you put the cartridge into the console, you see there's like these little bits here that pushes the sort of cover in and allows the game to function, which is good because it keeps the dust out, unlike the NES cartridges, which are a pain in the arse to get to work sometimes. But let's go over the system. It's got the Atari logo there, very nice, silver. It's got this sort of groovy vent. I believe there's going to be some built-in speakers at one point, but they removed that from the design. This is a video computer system model, because it wasn't actually called Atari 2600 for a while, until the Junior, or I think it's the Vader, and they started calling it that. But this is the old style. It's got a power switch, a colour TV type black and white colour switch. Left difficulty AB, right difficulty AB, game select, game reset. Game reset was used to start the game usually. Game select set a different type of mode, like this one. You could have like with like the alien UFO about different speeds and stuff. And left difficulty, right difficulty is like combat, or sometimes used in games like Space Invaders for the size of the ship, to make it a bit more challenging if you feel the need. Colour black and white, not many games support this, only the older ones. I know Pitfall 1 supports it, and Space Invaders supports it. And obviously the power switch turns it on. It's got like a nice orange band around it, like that. And on the back, as you can see, it's got a built-in RF cable, right controller, power adapter, left controller. Strange thing about the power adapters, it looks remarkably similar to headphone jack, which is quite strange. Here's a standard joystick, quite an iconic 80s controller here. Just one button, one joystick. It's probably the most simplest joystick ever, but it functions well. This is a bit stiff, but this is an earlier one. It's got springs, so it's a bit easier to use than the later one, which is just black. I've got one down here. Compared to this one, which is really stiff, this one's a bit easier. Some of the earlier painted ones don't say top, they just have an arrow. I guess they added top to make it a bit easier to use. We have the standard paddle controllers, pretty much the same to the driving controllers, except these sort of have a limit to where you can turn it. It sort of stops like here, you can hear that. And they have one button again, and paddles is used for like breakout. Kaboom use these. And the weird thing is it's got two controllers on one control thing, that control port. Where it's the driving controller, you could spin it as much as you wanted to. It said driving there instead of paddle. The earlier ones just had the Atari logo, I believe, and it only had one controller on the controller port. This is good because some games support 4 players, so you can use 2 sets of paddles. Problems with the paddles, they quite often are jittery, which is an annoying thing. It's usually just one, because I've got 2 sets of paddles and one in each set is jittery, which is really weird. But the joysticks still work fine, even though lots of people have had problems. And also, yeah, a weird thing about the cartridges is that the weird thing about the picture label is it goes sort of like backwards into the system. It's just stiff, this comes off, but as you can see, and upside down, which allows the text to be the right way around when it's in the system. It sticks out quite a bit, but it's a 8-bit system. It's quite limited to what it can do, but you know, it can play. It's got some good games. My favourite being Pitfall 2, which is the one I last reviewed. But yeah, it's a classic system. Started the gaming industry off, and in some ways killed it in 1983. But yeah, it's just an overview of the Atari 2600. This is Game Reviews 2. Thanks for watching.